I'm really enjoying Papier-Mâché projects at the moment. Papier-Mâché is great for any age, from the tiniest child to adults. It's good as a group activity for parents to do with children, or for groups of children to do together. A great holiday project when you've got lots of kids around in your house. Giving them some papier-mâché work to do will keep them occupied. Here you can see two projects which use different techniques. Here's Humpty Dumpty and here's a snake. Humpty Dumpty uses a balloon as a base, whereas the snake, it's just rolls of newspaper. Over the next few days, I'm going to be making an octopus, which uses the balloon, like in Humpty Dumpty, and also the rolls of newspaper, like in the snake. So here we go. First, we're going to make the legs of the octopus. And you make the legs of the octopus in the same way that you make the body of the snake. So you need about 4 sheets of newspaper, fold them in half again, and then you can twist them, fold in half, and then we're ready to dunk it in the paste. Please see my website for the different kinds of paste you can use. Okay, here we've got the paste, newspaper, and I'm using the flour and water paste, which I prefer to anything else. Squeeze the excess off. So these are all the legs. Okay, when it's been left just for a few minutes, not too long because otherwise you'll never untangle it, so just a couple of minutes, then you get your masking tape and you simply wind it round and round and round. So this could be the base for a snake, or for the legs of a scorpion or a spider, or I'm making an octopus. So there we go. So now you see you can actually bend this into whatever shape you want. When you've got the shape you want, you do need to secure it with some string and then hang it up to dry. These are the ones that I did last night. This one I did last night. It's quite dry now and it's holding its shape. So I'm going to take the string off and then we're ready to cover it in a few layers of papier-mâché. So back to the messy bit, so hair tied back. Here we've got the dry legs and we are going to start wrapping them in strips of paper which have been dipped into the paste. So take a few strips, dip them in, take off the excess. You should separate quite easily and start wrapping. And keep on going until you've covered the whole of the leg or snake or whatever it's going to be. You need to do 3 layers ending with a white layer. So if you're not sure which bit you've done, and with children I always say do 1 layer in newspaper, then the second one in white, the third one in newspaper, so you're alternating so you can always see that you've done an even amount all over. After you find that the second layer doesn't need paste, you don't need to dip it in the paste because there's so much paste already on the surface of the layer underneath. And if you feel that it's not sticking properly, you can just dip your hands in the glue and just go over the top. Make sure that all the edges are securely stuck. So we've made our legs with the rolled up newspapers, and now it's time to do the other method, which is the balloon method, to make the body. And I have lots of small pieces of newspaper and small pieces of white paper, and we are going to do alternate layers of newspaper and then white paper so that we know how many layers we put on the balloon. One tip: it's very difficult if you're doing this on your own to keep the balloon in one place. If you actually tie the neck with some sellotape to a water bottle, you'll find it is easier and it's less messy. So here we go. Get the paper, a few pieces at a time, put them into the paste, get them nice and wet, and then apply to the balloon. Well, I've covered the balloon with the first layer of newspaper, and as you can see, the bottle does help because it means you can lean the balloon over the bowl of paste. So as you're applying the paper and moving it around, most of the paste does drop into the bowl instead of on the table. So now we're going to apply the white paper. There's lots of paste already on there, so probably I will need very, very little paste on the white paper. Just apply it over the top, a little bit of paste smoothed over to keep it in place, and we just carry on like that till all the white paper is on. It's all covered in white paper, then newspaper, and then a final layer of white paper. So there's the balloon with 4 layers, finishing with the white paper. And now you need to leave it for about 2 days to dry. Now the fun bit. Pair of scissors, and we cut the balloon. And out it comes. So we have either the body of Humpty Dumpty, or this is going to be the body of the octopus. So hello again. If you remember last time, we've made all the legs and we've made the body from the balloon. It's all dried, and so now the next thing that you have to do is to join the legs to the body. It's not as difficult as it looks. All you need to do is to make holes all the way around the body. I just used a pair of scissors, large scissors, to push into the body. Then I tapered the end of the legs so that it would go in very firmly. I've secured the legs to the head with lots of papier-mâché around the join. So now I've got to find a resting place for this. So I think I'm just going to put it outside where it's in the sun and it should dry quickly. And then I can start to decorate it. Then it came to the painting. I thought at first I would actually just cover him in very bright colours, then decided no, this wasn't right, and I mixed a pearl white paint, this pearl white paint, with just a tiny bit of blue, and I really like the effect. I was a bit stuck when it came to the suckers on the tentacles because things like egg cartons and bottle tops were just too big. Then I thought about these tiny eyes and I used those and just gave them a dab of the pearly white paint, and I'm really pleased with the effect. So now Ollie Octopus is finished and has joined Sammy Snake and Humpty Dumpty and everyone else on the steps of Jumble House. I hope this video has encouraged you to have a go with papier-mâché. It really is fun.